All right, so today we're diving into something pretty exciting. We're looking at Marbella, Spain. You know, the California of Europe, they call it.
Yeah.
And we're going to look at why it's becoming such a hot spot for entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
especially entrepreneurs like you listening to the show. We came across a recent article that breaks down this booming luxury real estate market over there. And some of the insights are, well, they're fascinating, to say the least, especially if you're, kind of in that sweet spot, tech savvy, doing well, maybe thinking about, a change of scenery, looking for that perfect, blend of work and play.
And one thing that really jumps out is Marbella isn't just recovering from the pandemic and everything. It's really surging ahead. Luxury property sales there jumped almost 20% in 2024 compared to 2019. It seems like international buyers, especially from the US and Sweden, are really, taking notice.
So what is it about Marbella? And why is it happening now? Well, this article pinpoints four main factors that make it so attractive to entrepreneurs. First off, connectivity and accessibility. We're talking direct flights to all the major hubs, easy connections throughout Europe. Imagine this. You're wrapping up a Zoom call from your villa overlooking the Mediterranean, and the next day you're in London or Stockholm, sealing the deal. Not bad, right?
It really shows you how the pandemic changed how we think about work and location. Entrepreneurs are realizing they can have it all. A beautiful location, a relaxed lifestyle, and still be at the top of their game. And Marbella offers that perfect blend. And its convenient location in Europe makes it even more appealing.
And it's not just geographically well connected, it's like plugged into the future. Marbella is a hub for smart home technology with all these cutting-edge innovations that make life easier and more efficient. We're talking voice-controlled systems, integrated security features, the whole nine yards.
Right. It's all about that seamless living experience, especially for entrepreneurs who really value their time and want to focus on what matters. Imagine a home that anticipates your needs, adjusts to your preferences, and it's basically like your personal command center. That level of convenience can be a total game changer.
Now let's talk about something that's probably music to your ears. Taxes, especially for our Swedish listeners.
Hmm.
This is interesting. Compared to Sweden's high tax rates, Marbella is like a breath of fresh air. And for anyone outside the EU, Spain's Golden Visa program makes residency through real estate investment pretty tempting. You need a significant investment, of course, but it opens doors to living and working in Spain, and eventually maybe even a path to citizenship.
The financial benefits are definitely there, but it's important to remember that tax laws can be complex and they vary depending on your individual circumstances. It's always a good idea to talk to a financial advisor to figure all that out. But the bottom line is, Marbella has a system that could be really advantageous for entrepreneurs.
Okay, so we've talked business, but what about pleasure? After all, Marbella isn't just about work. It's about a lifestyle. And when it comes to the social scene, Marbella really delivers. We're talking exclusive clubs, like the Marbella Club in Puente Romano, legendary places where you can rub shoulders with the who's who. Michelin-starred restaurants are everywhere. And if you're into golf, get ready for some world-class courses with views that will blow you away. It's the kind of place where you can network with other successful people while enjoying the finer things in life.
That brings up a good question. What kind of environment do you thrive in? If it's a vibrant social scene with lots of opportunities for networking and leisure, Marbella definitely checks all those boxes. It's not just about making deals, it's about building a life that's both fulfilling and stimulating. You know what I mean?
So you're finding that perfect setting. The article talks about this company, Elite Villas Marbella. They specialize in connecting, high-end clients with these properties that match their lifestyle. It's almost like luxury real estate matchmaking.
It's interesting how they really get entrepreneurs. They mention things like home offices with amazing views and places already set up with all the latest smart home tech. It's like they're ahead of the curve anticipating what their clients need to live and work seamlessly.
And their portfolio. Oh, man, it is impressive. From those sleek beachfront apartments to huge estates in those exclusive gated communities, one that really caught my eye was La Zagaleta. Imagine private golf courses, equestrian centers, top-notch security. It's like its own little world.
What strikes me about Elite Villas Marbella is how much they focus on understanding their clients' lifestyles. It's not just about selling a property, it's about creating an experience. And that's really important for entrepreneurs. It's about finding a space that fits their work style, their goals, and their desire for a well-rounded life.
And speaking of success stories, this article features Michael, a tech entrepreneur who moved from the hustle and bustle of New York to a villa in La Cerquilla, all thanks to Elite Villas Marbella. And get this, he said his productivity went through the roof. Having a home that was also a creative hub made all the difference.
It's like what we're seeing all over. Entrepreneurs are choosing a certain lifestyle without giving up their ambitions, and Marbella gives them that balance.
So good news, everybody. The future looks bright for Marbella. Projections show the luxury market growing another 5 to 8% in 2025. It seems like everyone's catching on to this hidden gem, but there's still so much potential there. The article mentions developers are responding to this demand with things like branded residences, those partnerships with luxury brands,
Yeah.
and a big focus on sustainability.
That sustainability aspect is huge these days, especially for buyers who are really paying attention. It's not just a nice extra anymore, it's essential. And Marbella seems to be ahead of the curve. Developers are using solar panels, energy efficient appliances, rainwater harvesting systems. It's all about minimizing the impact on the environment while still having all that luxury and comfort.
So let's say you're thinking, okay, but where in Marbella should I be looking?
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, the article highlighted a few hotspots: Sierra Blanca, Nueva Andalucia, and Puerto Banús.
And each area has its own vibe and caters to different tastes. Sierra Blanca is known for those mountain views and luxurious villas, while Puerto Banús is all about that glamorous marina lifestyle and that nightlife. It really comes down to what you're looking for personally.
And if you're still not sure, maybe this will help. A local real estate expert, Carlos Ortega, he said, the best time to invest in Marbella was yesterday. The second best time is today.
Wow. Makes you think, doesn't it? Marbella feels like it's at a turning point, where luxury lifestyle and opportunity are all coming together. It's definitely a place to keep your eye on.
Okay, so we've talked about why Marbella's real estate is on fire, why it's so attractive to entrepreneurs, and we've even heard about Michael's experience, getting a taste of that lifestyle. But what does this all mean for you, the person listening right now?
It's all about recognizing that things are changing. How we work, where we choose to live, what we value, everything's evolving. And Marbella seems to be right there leading the way, offering this model for a life that's both successful and fulfilling.
So imagine this. You're running your business from a beautiful villa, brainstorming by the pool, networking with other successful people at those exclusive Marbella clubs.
Yeah, and maybe even improving your golf game at the same time.
Exactly. Who knows? Maybe you come up with your next big idea while you're having a glass of wine overlooking the Mediterranean. Or a casual round of golf turns into a major business deal.
It's really amazing when you think about it. You combine a stimulating environment with a relaxed lifestyle, and the possibilities are endless.
So here's the question we want to leave you with. Could Marbella be your next move? If any part of you is intrigued by what we've talked about today, it's definitely worth looking into. And remember, Elite Villas Marbella seems like a great resource if you're serious about making this happen.
They really seem to know what they're doing, and they're passionate about finding the perfect property for their clients.
So that wraps up our deep dive into the Marbella real estate market. We hope you learned something new. And maybe even started dreaming about that Marbella life. Who knows? Maybe we'll see you at the Marbella Club someday. Until then, keep dreaming big. And remember, the best time to invest in yourself and your future is now.